Hey guys, Camilo here. Hope you had a great weekend. Today is Monday, February. What's today? February 8th. All right, 2021. And new all-time highs, guys. New all-time highs in the markets. Wow, it's incredible. So, as you guys, well, before we dive into the charts, I want to tell you guys that we're going to review Tesla, Uber, Zoom, Workhorse, and Nvda. But before we dive into the charts, as always, please follow my page on YouTube, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can get updated when I upload my nightly watch list and nightly videos, as well as the Trending Waves Instagram. Follow me there as we post daily updates on our charts that we're looking at and trade setups. All right, so back to the charts, guys. So yeah, so we've printed all-time highs, and I say that it's now it's now or never. Okay, it's now or never that if we should be able to see in the next sessions or so within this week if this is in fact our true count. Okay, because if this is in fact our true count, then we can expect an aggressive rejection and in a way a 5-wave decline, and that'll be the start of our overall corrective move, which we've been looking for several months now. Okay, so that move will fall down alternative, hopefully within this range, the 23% or the 38.2% of the overall advance of wave one. Okay, so if we do this measure move again, we can see that, all right, that it falls. Well, now I have to update this now. I have to push it higher because this was the top we printed today. So if we were to take this retracement and move it up to the high of which was printed today, then we see that that falls within that zone. And per earlier guidelines, wave 2 will retrace approximately, more often than not, anywhere between the 23.6 to the 38.2% retracement of the overall advance of wave 1. Now, the question is this the count? Are we now rolling over? I don't know. The more I look at it, the more I see other indices and other sectors, the way they're behaving. I don't think that this is it, guys. I really don't. I think that we're gonna move higher, and we'll know soon enough, as I said. So just to quickly recap and review this count, all right. So we've established wave 4 back in October, the low of October 30th, and then we ramped up to wave 1. We corrected in the wave 2. We then printed a wave 3, and we recently just printed our wave 4 decline, okay, which was sort of, as you can see here, it was in a 3-wave move, but at the beginning of before our advance, it was pretty notable, and we all thought that it was the actual low. Or the actual low was starting to form the correction, but then we started moving up higher. And if we take a look from this zone, right, from December 31st till now, we've established this line, this lower trend line, that we've acted as support here, we've acted as support here. Here we then gapped down and broke below it. We retraced higher, but retested it, and now is acting as resistance, at which point we then rejected it again and brought back down to the 100% extension of this overall move. Now we've moving higher, but we found some sort of resistance in this zone, but today we were able to break above it. Okay, and that move was pretty notable towards the end of the day. So if in fact we end up moving higher from here, then I am going to divert our count to the one that I presented to you guys a couple of days ago. Okay, so that count is that this, instead of this being wave 4 like in the previous count, this is wave 2, and I've reworked this count, and instead of wave 1 being here and then wave 2 down here, this I kept it the same, which we can in fact count 5 waves over here. Okay, so this will be up in 1, down in 2, up in 3, down in 4, and then to finalize wave 1, we ended it here. Okay, so this is pretty, it falls in line within the wave structures, and that we're now ramping up higher to the 4200 to the 4500 region in the S&P. If this week we don't break down impulsively, then this will be our main count, and at which point I will start establishing long positions to take advantage of this final subdivision of the S&P. Okay, so keep that in mind. We'll know soon enough what's gonna happen. So be on the lookout. All right. Moving on to Uber. So Uber, I have a trade on the Uber. I've alerted this on our group chat with our team, and we're currently, so to recap this count, so we moved up in 1, we corrected in 2, we're now within the wave 3. All right, we're in wave 5 of 3, and we briefly broke highs today. Okay, but it was rejected, so I'm holding on. I'm using this as a, I know that Lyft reports tomorrow after market close, and then Uber reports on Thursday. So what I'm doing is, or on Wednesday, I think. So what I'm doing, this is my strategy here, is that I'm going to take advantage of the pre-earnings run-up, which normally happens. What does that mean? It means that prior to earnings, a week or a few days prior to earnings of a certain stock, the company normally has a run-up. All right, it runs prior to its earnings and then it sells off. So it happened in Snapchat, it happened in Netflix and Apple. So I wanna take advantage of that, and hopefully it happens, which it has been, right? Since January 28th, we've seen wave 5 start to take shape. So okay, so at the break of, where I stand is that at the break of today's high, we can start seeing more volume and push up higher. So my first target will be within the $69 to $70 region. All right, our wave invalidation will be, or our stop, I should say, right below the $55 or $56 region. Okay, next is Zoom. So Zoom, I've traded this twice. Okay, let me take it down from the daily to the 1 hour chart. And the first trade, we were counting this as going up in 1. We corrected it down in 2, which was pretty appropriate. If we take an extension or retracement of wave 1, we note that wave 2 ended precisely on the, let's take a look, on the 618, okay, the golden pocket. So this was pretty notable. And that wave 1 of 3 started. So I took advantage of this trade. Again, this was alerted on our group, and we took profits Friday, but we re-entered the trade in this zone looking for a break above Friday's high, and our first target falls within this region, the 1618 and the 100% extension of wave 1. So that falls in the 430 to the 474 region. So this is what I mean when I'm talking about, guys. So when I see chart setups like this, all right, that are, companies that are trying to make new moves and new highs or new extremes, I feel like the wave count on the S&P and on the nasdaq for even, I don't think that we're gonna roll over. I feel like we have more highs to come. Okay, the catalyst is not there yet, so not as it was from 2020, February 2020. So, but do be careful, right? If you are gonna trade this long, just give it a few days. Wait for price action to develop this week and see where we are. The next chart that I have here is Tesla, and Tesla had awesome news this morning, guys. Awesome news. Tesla announced this morning that they bought about $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. So what they're going to do is that they're going to reserve at least 10% of the balance sheet into Bitcoin, and they're going to allow for customers or the consumers to purchase Tesla through Bitcoin. So that's pretty good news. And that made Bitcoin move significantly up about 13 to 17% today. But what about the stock? What about Tesla? So Tesla is still within this corrective zone. I feel like we've already ended the fourth wave correction, and now we are gearing up for what seems to be wave three. So if I start labeling this, so we are up in one, down in two, and three, and four, and five. So wave three won't be confirmed unless we break these highs. Okay, the highs of wave one, or I should say this region. Okay, so expect to see some volume come in, and our first target will be on the 618 or the 100% extension. So that falls within the 977 to the $1,100 region of Tesla. Okay, so wave invalidation will come right below wave 4. That'll be our stop. Okay, and Workhorse is a company that I took a position in on Friday, but I sold it just because. So the post triangle thrust pattern that developed here. So as a rule of thumb, the post triangle move after the break, after the breakout here, will be equal as the measure move to the widest portion of the triangle. So that falls within. Let me take you off log scale. All right, so that's the widest portion, and if I copy this and take it over here, all right, a little bit above the trend line, so we see that this has already reached almost the target. And the way I've confirmed this is that what is shaping out to be is an ending diagonal. So that normally occurs within the wave 5, at the ending of wave 5. So if this is the case, we might see another high or another leg up on Workhorse before we roll over. So it'll look something like this and then roll over. All right, at which point we're going to start correcting this entire structure. All right, this is a name that I'm keeping my eyes on, but I'm not going to trade. I'm going to wait until this unfolds and perhaps take a short options position on this. Okay, Nvda had a massive move today, and perhaps that is the start of the break of this entire corrective move that has been going on for some time. Let's see, for roughly 159 days, guys. Wow, since September to now. So wave 3 ended back in September, and now we corrected in 3 waves to form W. It's a complex correction, so W up in X and then down in Y to finish wave 4. And based on the move today, it appears that perhaps at the break of wave X, okay, that'll be somewhere in the region of 588. At the break of that and retest, we can confirm that Nvidia is about to break out to new highs. Okay, guys, so that's my analysis for tonight. So do consider subscribing to my channel at Trending Waves on YouTube, and follow me on Instagram, okay, Trending Waves. So thank you so much for tuning in again tonight, guys, and I hope you have a good week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and let's end this week on a positive note. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.